Hello, everybody. You're welcome. Good day to you. Welcome. Thank you for joining us for this webinar. Trust me, a lot is about to change for you because you are here to find that information. And information, or rather, we say knowledge applied, is power, not just knowledge. So, we're going to be giving the knowledge today, and at the end of this webinar, there is an offer for those who are ready to apply the knowledge they are going to get from here. So, before we go into the meat of talking of what is wrong with our economy and what is the new thing that is going on. First of all, the way people make money has changed. That means our economy has changed. Only few people realize it, and the people who have realized it are making lots of money in the new economy. If you realize it today and you are ready to play in this new economy, there's an offer waiting for you at the end of this webinar. I hope you don't miss out on it. Now, so let's talk about how people are making money now. Now, the first thing I want to tell you is that, as against the times of our parents where people simply sat down at one job, worked for 30 years, and at the end they retired with good retirement benefits, it doesn't work that way anymore. There's no more employment security, there's no job security. So people are trying to make things work by doing what? Some people are starting a business on the side, while some people are basically investing or wanting to do that. But first of all, you have to make money before you invest, am I right? So it is very important that you stick through to the end of this webinar, because we'll be telling you how you can make money. So for those who now leave the 9 to 5, because 9 to 5 is reading with a lot of challenges. I've been there. You go to work in the morning, you come back in the evening, you go through traffic, all of those stress. At the end of the month, in some cases you're old, you have to put up with a lot of things. But this is the major reason people are now running from the 9 to 5 into entrepreneurship. They say, I want to own my business, I want to start my salon, my shop, and all of that. But they enter this thing and still find out that there's a lot of challenges there. It's so funny. Yes, you find that there's a lot of challenges. Entrepreneurship is not as easy as it seems. You now see that you have to deal with people owing you, and these days you see anything you're seeing online, they're telling you you have to pay now, not pay on delivery, because of too much debtors. If you know you're here, you're an entrepreneur and you have suffered from the hands of debtors, I want to see your comment in chat box, because it's a major challenge. I mean, entrepreneurship already has a lot of challenges. Why should we add debtors to the challenge anymore? But this is what people are facing. So a lot of people, even if you're not battling with debt, or you find out that you're not making enough profit to expand, and then you start looking for one loan or the other, and then banks or credit houses, they start giving you all their conditions, and then you find out that you're stuck, you're not growing. Sometimes you're not making enough money as you were making in your 9 to 5, but you're tied down in that thing you call your business. Now I'm going to be telling you how you can play in this economy for real and make it work for you. Some of you are still playing this industrial economy, and that's why you're finding it hard to make money. Because I tell people that in this economy, money making has been democratized, and if you have realized it, you're going to make money this way, because money making is not just about those who inherited monies anymore. Check the millionaires that are emerging. A lot of them were born into poor families. So money making has been democratized. You can make money from the comfort of your home. You can make money doing simple things if you understand how to play in this economy. Okay, before I go into that, I would like to introduce myself. I didn't do that before I started, but I want you, while I'm doing that, go to the chat room, your name and your location, and let's get started. Meanwhile, let's find, I need to spotlight my screen. I'll need you people to see a lot of illustrations I'm going to be doing on my screen. So I'm going to take camera off my face right now so that we can focus on that. Okay, so this is much better. I would like to welcome all of us once again for our webinar for this exciting section. As we know, there's going to be a lot of information, a lot of knowledge packed in this session for you. I hope you are very ready. You're settled down for this webinar. Okay, sorry, you had to spend a bit of time in the waiting room. We had to put everything in order. My name is Ruth Okwumbu-Imafidon. I'm a facilitator for this session. I am a silver executive with Empowered Consumerism. I also partner on the Share Get Paid project. I'm the coordinator of Entrepreneurs Hub, which is a small community of entrepreneurs. I'm also a growth mentor and coach, as well as a business analyst and writer. This is what most people know, that I'm a business analyst and writer. Anyway, we go straight into the discussion for the day. Aim for financial freedom. A lot of us are trying to achieve financial freedom, just like I was too.
But what are we doing to achieve this financial freedom? Now, financial freedom basically means that your passive income means what you're earning even when you're not working. Your passive income has become greater than your expenses. What's your monthly expenses? Let's say everything you need to run your whole affair in a month is 100,000 or 80,000. Let's say that's your expenses. Now, can you earn 100,000 without working? If you don't, then you're nowhere near financial freedom. But if you've gotten to that point where you can earn, say, more than double that amount, even when you are not working, then we can say that this person is close to achieving financial freedom. And you start achieving financial freedom from being in charge of your finances. A lot of people just leave their you can't be careless with your finance. You can't just leave your finance in another person's custody. You can't just leave it at the discretion of another person. So you're working for someone and the person pays his salary. So fine. Is that all? Is that the only person who is in charge? What do you pay yourself? How do you determine you get paid? What if the person owes you? So you really need to be in charge of your finances. Is that right? It gives you choices. A lot of you are working, so you can probably relate with old salaries and the rest. I mean, even government workers are being owed salaries. So that's what everybody these days, and I think people are generally realizing this. That's why you see people, okay, I work for the government, but at the side, I'm a tailor, I'm a designer, I do graphics design. Everybody's realizing that you need to be in charge of your finances. You need to be able to control your own money because it gives you choices. Money gives you respect. By the time you have that, like you're not at somebody's mercy. I have been in that situation that was a couple of years ago where I was practically begging for my salary. I think I was owed for maybe 3 months or so. I was practically, please, sir, just pay us. Pay as in it's really funny now that I think back on it. And at a point it became a prayer point. But then there are things that are not supposed to be prayer points if you have taken charge of your finances. Like you can't just that can't be your prayer point. Do you understand? So it really gives you choices, it gives you respect, it protects you from people exploiting you. You need to control your own money. You need to be in charge. It also helps you touch other people's life. As a woman, it helps you to be able to support the home. I can say so because I understand coming from that angle. I'm a married woman myself. So when you have your money and you're able to support the home, it gives you respect too in the home. As a man too, you have that extra income. You're not waiting. They need something else, and you're saying wait till month end, and you can easily meet your demand. It also gives you respect. It helps you to touch other people's lives. Somebody comes, you see someone starving, you see someone about to miss an admission because he doesn't have money for. You can assist because why you have been able to achieve financial freedom. Now, money also helps you achieve your dreams. Let me even now come to the big question. So, what is your dreams? As a student, no, not as a student. As a young child, my dream was to become a presenter, a broadcaster, and then growing up, I went to school, read mass communication, my first and second degree. All this was just my goal. And why did I go for a second degree? Because after doing the first degree, I realized I still could not get a good job. I could not get the kind of job that I wanted that could pay well, that could give me that satisfaction that, okay, I'm earning commensurate to my input. So I went again for a master's because we all have that mentality that if you cannot get a good job with your first degree, go get a master's. You should be able to get a good job. So I went for a master's, but even after a master's, I could not still get something that satisfies me. Even when I get a job that looked like it was paying well, it was taking so much of my time, stressing me out. I have to go take work with me home. I could not find free time to rest or even hang out. Any day you miss one. I can remember one of the places I worked, that was probably 2018. There was a day I was seriously sick. I was feeling feverish. I'd applied for a sick leave. I was declined because we had some targets to meet in the office. I remember I went home one night and I started throwing up throughout the night. My sister called the nurse that fixed drip on my hand early in the morning, and you can imagine. I called the office and my boss still insisted, look, you have not been permitted away from office. Come to the office. The most I can do is allow you resume by 10 o'clock. And with the drip, my sister followed me to work and she said, okay, when he sees the drip, he will allow you go. For where that did not happen. I got to the office. I had to stay in the office. My sister stayed with me till the end of the day. But that is it. So you see, a lot of us had dreams that are no longer legit. It's not happening. Why? Because somebody's dream is to render your dream useless. What do I mean? Your dream was to become a banker. Right now, somebody's dream is to create a technology that will make um That would basically mean that they no longer need physical staff in the bank. We now have ATMs that collect cash, right? ATM machines, yeah. ATM machines that collect cash, collect deposits. We have POS points. Very soon, the banking halls will be almost empty. You're not going to have more than two or three staff. I remember meeting recently with an old school friend that in school then on one time her project supervisor was stressed out and she was like, look, if I don't get a job of 300,000, I'm not collecting. And we met recently and I was asking how far. And she was telling me she didn't even see a job of 50,000. Why? Robots are taking over our jobs. People are coming over with technological innovations to take over your job. As you're sitting in an interview for a job, there's a robot that is also competing for that job with you. And what do the experts say? The experts say that robots will take over 20 million jobs in the next 2 years. You sit back and ask yourself, is your job among the jobs that a robot can do? Think. I'm not really going to answer that question right now. But do you think, is your job among the job that a robot can do in the next 2 years? Life reality now is that most people are doing what they are spending more than they earn, and they can't even account for where the excess is coming from. Like you see, people month after month they are living their life in deficit. There's no job security. People are losing their jobs anyhow. You see people looking for any kind of job, and so you ask people now, what kind of job do you want? People are not even thinking oil job, oh my dream job, any job that can pay, right? Because there are no more jobs. You really have to create your own job right now. And imagine all this pressure on one source of income. Just take a look at the man on your screen. You have your data, you have your phone bills, clothing, clothes. You now still have those family people that will still call and ask you for one support or the other. Imagine all of this on one source of income. And then you see somebody finish working for 35 years. We are assuming this person is earning 5.4 million naira a year, which should be close to 500,000 a month, close to, okay? And even at the end of that 5 years, this person will only have earned a total of 190 million naira, which is not enough to get him a 500 square meter land in Ikoyi. Can you imagine? So what has he been working for? And we both know that even at that time, at that 5 years time, this land cannot be at this cost, right? So somebody has worked at 5 years, the person still has to go and beg for pension. You see them protesting. Some people are even slumping right where they are queuing and waiting for their pension. Okay, you see the 45-year plan. They say for everybody who reaches the age of 65, we'll have 5% that will be financially fit, and we'll have 95% that will be broke, still working, or dead. So you choose where you want to be. I already know that that 5% is where I'm going to be. In fact, I'm going to be among that 1% that will be rich. It's not just for me, it's not just enough to be financially fit, it is to be rich. You are going to do, because you can no longer depend on the government. Which government is going to take care of you? Is it the one that says they are broke, they cannot pay salaries? You see, the country has entered recession. The government that wants to take care of you, is it the one that has how many trillions in debt and they are still borrowing money? This government, if care is not taken, they will sell the entire country. So me, I keep telling myself I want to work and get some money for myself so that if they sell the whole country, I can buy my village back. That's funny. But as a matter of fact, what that means is you have to work out your salvation. People are getting poorer, people are losing their jobs. You see, over 91 million Nigerians now desperately poor. That's close to half of the population. Okay, and that is putting it nicely. And that's desperately poor. People losing their jobs, businesses shutting down. Nigeria is poverty capital of the world and will remain poverty capital of the world till the year 2050. See people losing jobs. You see Nokia saying they want to cut down 10,000 jobs within the next 2 years. Central bank is still telling you saving your money is not even working. Why? If every year says the transaction, they are cutting almost 7 naira. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So are the banks out there to make you rich? Certainly not. People are losing their jobs. So what is it? This is the best time. While you're doing that job, start building a business on the side. Start taking get something that gets you that income on the side, because at the end that is what your children can inherit. Your children cannot inherit your job, because even you cannot inherit your job. You can be sacked tomorrow. Somebody posted something on Twitter and was saying, oh, okay, make sure you hold on to your job very well. The economy is not favorable. And I posted a reply. I said, the funny thing is that your job is not holding on to you. So instead of holding on to your job very well, you better start creating an alternate source of income. And that is the truth. Times have changed and the way people make money has changed. Now, let me show you a practical example. If you look at the story on the right, I did this report sometime last year and it opened my eyes. Now, within the space of 7 years, Aliko Dangote, which is Africa's richest man, his net worth has dropped from 25 billion to 7 billion. Are you seeing that massive drop? Now, what is happening? The economy is changing. He was the richest man because we are playing in the industrial economy. But now the world has moved towards the connected economy. In this connected economy, it's not people that own the industries that own the money anymore. Now we are seeing somebody worth $7 billion. Now come and check the people playing in the connected economy. We have Jeff Bezos. This man is worth over $200 billion. Look at Mark Zuckerberg, worth over 108. What are they doing? They are connecting people. Facebook connects you to your friends, and now Facebook has also bought Instagram, right? They connect you to people. They connect you to the world out there. They are basically making the world a global village, connecting everybody. Jeff Bezos, owner of Amazon, is connecting you to services, is connecting you to products, is connecting you to opportunities to make money. And you can see these are the people that are wealthy. We also have Netflix. Netflix is about the largest network right now, TV network, but they don't produce anything. They are connecting you to the videos to watch. They get the videos from the owners of the videos, and then you connect you and they are making money. We also have Airbnb, which is the largest accommodation provider, and Airbnb does not own a single hotel. They simply connect people who need accommodation to you and an extra room in your house that you want to let out. And that is how they are making money. That is why we say this is a sharing economy. It is a connected economy. You can make money from making connections. Just share information and connect people that need things to each other. Now there are infinite possibilities. You can make as much money as you want. In fact, I consider this sharing economy to be a blessed time. Why? Because money making has been democratized. Anybody can make money now. Check the Jeff Bezos, check the Mark Zuckerberg. They are not products of old money. Their parents did not have money. It is this new economy that has brought them out to make the money. So if I ask you, do you want to play in that industrial economy where you need to take a loan of hundreds of billions to set up a business and then build an industry and all that? Or you want to play in this connected economy where with minimal startup you simply plug into a system, start connecting people and you're making money? Let me get your response in the chat room. See, look at Zuckerberg, what over 108 billion connecting people. This is Uber. Uber does not have any car, but they connect people to cars and they are making money off commissions. Jeff Bezos is making money. So this is a world for connectors. It is a world for connectors. Success in this economy has become very simple as making a recommendation or referral, which is what you do already. You can make money. Now, what do I mean? Somebody comes, oh, I need a barber. You say, oh, my barber is really good, and you recommend the person to your barber. I would like to ask, the next time you go and meet your barber, did he give you any commission? Did he give you any discount because you recommended somebody? So these are things you already do for people. Okay, you already do it for free. But what about to show you now is the way you can do this thing and make money for yourself. Are we together? Okay, now connect people to products, connect people to opportunities, and make money for yourself. Let me show you some people who have made millions doing this same thing you do for free. Okay, this is Moluko Samuel. He's a graduate of computer science. This guy was working as a security man in a bank, but he found the share it get paid system, which I'll be sharing with you shortly. And courtesy of this system, he became a multimillionaire within a year from sharing information, connecting people. This is a young form of Kobakodama. I wouldn't like to say much about this man. He will talk to us much later in the webinar. He will tell us by himself how he has made over 600 million naira from this share it get paid system. We'll call him a billionaire ambassador because he has made so much money and is also mentoring others. If you are among the 20 selected tonight, if you're among the 20 people I will be selecting from this session, because I can't work with everybody. We have over, I think the last I checked, we have over 300 persons in attendance, but on one platform, okay, across all platforms, I think we probably have up to 500. But we are all accessing information, but I'm only going to pick 20 to work with. These are the 20 I'm going to directly mentor in business. Okay, no, I know Phonebook will be talking to us much later, and he's going to tell us how he has made money. He's going to share with us some secrets of his growth. Okay, make sure you stay on to the end. Like I told you, there's a bonus package for those who stay on till the end. These are people making money buying cars. Young people, you don't have to wait till you're 50 to live your dream life. You can start right where you are and you can begin to achieve it, because this is a system that simply allows you to get paid for sharing information that is made available to you. I mean, you're sharing jokes, you're sharing skits on your status, and nobody's paying you. Simply come and share and get paid. How do you do that? You first of all have to plug into the system by making a one-time payment of 45,000 naira. Now, when you make this one-time payment of 45,000 naira, you get free household consumables for your personal use. Okay, so you're basically getting your money's worth back. So you make a one-time payment of 45,000 naira, it gives you access into the system, then you get those products for your use. Okay, these are some of the products. You have the diffuser, diffuses radiation from your gadgets and devices and makes it healthier and safer for you, because you know some of these radiations is even responsible for infertility issues, for stress, for a lot of health problems we see around. We also have the toothpaste, we have the masculine and feminine wash, we have our coffee, choco drinks, so many of these things. These are things you all use in your homes, and these are the companies that do everything for us. We have Nature's Way making products available, Empowered Consumerism gives us the tracking center. We have DSM as regulator. Ecobank and Access Bank, they handle our payouts, okay, the daily payouts from this company. They handle everything. All we have to do is what? Connect. So how do you earn from this connected system? Now, there are six ways you can earn from being connected to this company, the shared get paid. Okay, the first way you can earn is called the direct connection bonus. Now, this I'm not really going to talk much about this one, but this one, it simply says for everybody you directly tell about this company and they patronize the company, you get paid 4,500. How do they patronize the company? They patronize the company by equally plugging into the system and making a one-time payment of 45,000, and then you get paid 4,500. Isn't that amazing? So if you share the status, for instance, 100 friends see it, and then you have um five persons that now say, oh wow, I'm interested in this and I really like it. Can you connect me to the webinar? And then they connect to the webinar or any of our sessions, and then they say, oh, okay, it makes sense to me. And the person decides to connect. If five persons connect, you're getting 4,500 in five places times five. So there is no limit to this one. You can earn as much as you can. But this one does not really get me excited. I'm coming to the main one that really gets me excited. Meanwhile, I know the first question on your mind when you hear is how do you connect people what without convincing, marketing or selling anything? And this is one question I had in my mind when I got connected to the system, because I'm not someone that like convincing, marketing or selling anything. Okay. Now the simple way you do this is what? Use the system. Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. Don't go about looking for who to convince or connect. There are people out there looking for the opportunities. What do you do? Simply use our support system. We have a 24-hour online presentation. We have invitation tools. We share them with you. Twist and invite your friends. Trainings and mentorship, brand launch. Make use of the support system and connect them to the system. How do you connect them? You share the tools, the invitation tools given to you on your social media status and upload. If people ask you, you then give them the invitation link and then they register and they attend the webinar. Look, the same way the business made sense to you, it will make sense to them. And then they sign up and then you all get paid. You will get paid, they will get paid, and everybody's earning money together. You can also invite them to any of our office close to you. That was why I asked for our location earlier for coffee. Okay, they can come to the office when we're having any of our monthly get-togethers or any day of the week. They can come, they join for coffee. We have brand launch. We have You can make recommendations. Oh, this person is going through this. I think this person will benefit from this opportunity, and we will reach out to the person on your behalf if you want to make recommendations. We also have online surveys. People are actively searching for opportunities online. You can do what you can connect them to these opportunities, basically using online surveys. We have digital marketing ads, a company that runs ads for us online. And basically, the online is the biggest market. You have millions of people out there and they can see this thing. WhatsApp monthly get together. So just use the support system and don't go about convincing anybody. Some people, that is the ITK that kills some people. Just use these tools. Okay, use this support system. Now, the second way we earn from this company, and this is one that gets me really excited. Okay, now this is what we call the matching reward bonus. When you make a one-time payment of 45,000 naira, the company gives you two earning portfolios. I'm going to explain that shortly. Now, but the beautiful thing about the matching reward bonus is that it is endless. You earn this one till infinity, long after you are finished doing the work. And another beautiful thing about it is you can pass it on to your children. Do you understand that? So it is not just, oh, you've worked and your children have to work down. No, you can pass it. Imagine that your child turns 18, or your child just graduates from school, just finishes NYC, and you are handing him a business that is already worth over, let's even say, 50 million. Can you imagine that kind of legacy? That child will never joke with you. It is not like the way it is in Nigeria, where basically our parents are waiting for us to take care of them. You can reverse that trend and give your children something to establish them. Now, let me explain how the matching reward works. Now, I already told you, for everybody directly connect, you earn 4,500. So let's say this is you. Let's use Michael. So this is Michael. Michael connects. He plugs into the system, makes his one-time payment of 45,000, and from this payment, he's giving the products, and basically he's now giving the two earning portfolios, the left and the right. Okay, now Michael uses our tools, follows the training, and shares this thing on his status on his WhatsApp or Facebook. And then Adams connects. And as soon as Adams connects to the system, attends the webinar, finds it interesting, connects, Michael is paid 4,500. The same thing happens with PC. Michael is paid 4,500 again. Now Michael has earned 9,000 direct connection bonus just from connecting these persons. Now, this at this point we can say basically say Michael's work is ended. Hmm? But now the company still goes ahead and pays Adams and BC and pays Michael an additional 7,000 naira. Now, this is the matching reward bonus we talked about. Now, how is it endless? So now Michael has earned 16,000, 7,000 from plus 9,000 and 16,000. His next goal is to work with us to assist Adams and BC to achieve the same thing. So Adams also uses our tools. He connects to friends, he earns 16,000. BC does the same thing, earns 16,000. What happens to Michael? The, because there has been a connection on the left and on the right, the company will still do what? It will still pay A1 under Adams, will B1 under Bosse, and Michael gets paid. And that 7,000 naira, he didn't do anything, remember? It will still pay A2 and B2 and pay him another 7,000 naira. And this is endless. It continues as there are more and more people coming into the system as they connect. The more people connect, Michael gets to 7,000, 7,000, 7,000 till infinity. Now, these are the kind of alerts that you see somebody getting as a result of this system. Now, this is from my friend who connected me to the system. This was in January. Okay, January 5th, Tuesday, he got paid 349,000. 7th, Thursday, 153,000. The next week, 13th, he got paid 154,000. 15th, Friday of the next week, 586,000. 182,000. All of these in January. Now, how is it possible that he's earning all of this? It is because there's something called multiple registrations. So multiple registrations allows you to earn from multiple slots. You could decide somebody is starting a business and decides to start with one shop. Another person starts with three shops. Another person starts 7 shops. They can't earn the same thing, all things being equal. And that's what multiple registration is all about. So how does it work? If you only register for one business slot, that means you only pay 145, as in 45,000, and get a single business slot. You cannot earn more than 210,000 of matching bonus in one day. There's a limit of 30 pairs, 30 matching in one day. So that's 210,000 maximum in a day. So in a month, you can earn as much as 6.3 million. But let's even assume you get a 20% success rate after working on this system for 1 year. And then at the end of 1 year, you can earn 1.2 million every month. That's not bad for a business you started with 45,000. But let me show you something that's better. Three business slots. Okay? Now, three business slots says you decide to get 45,000, 45, 45, three business slots, three packages, three earning potentials. Now you're earning from three accounts. You are number one, two, and three. Whatever you could earn in one business slot, you can now earn times three. So you can earn as much as 630,000 a day and up to 18.9 million in a month. But let's say at the end of a year, you get a 20% success rate. That's at the end of a year, you're able to earn 3.8 million naira monthly for a business you started with 135,000 naira. That is better. That's better than the one business slot for sure. Now, let me show you something that is even better. Now, this is what we call the seven business slot. Now, this one you're earning in seven places. The same activity, the same effort is giving you can earn as much as 1.4 million in a day, and you have a potential monthly earning of 44 million naira. But let's say you only achieve a 10% success rate, and at the end of a year, we can build this business so that you are earning 4.4 million naira monthly for a business you started with about seven businesses should be about 300 and something thousand. Is that going to, that's of course that is excellent, but there is even 15 business course which I don't want to talk about now. But this is what is paying people millions of money. People are averaging at least 4 million naira monthly. People are doing it. Very soon a couple of persons will talk to us. I would like us to hear from other people, not just hearing from me. Okay, so now this is Esther Onoja. This girl is earning over 500,000 as a 22-year-old student, already earning more than her mother, who is a civil servant. Can you imagine that? Now, this is Lola. Lola, we will hear from Lola much later in the webinar. Okay, she will also tell us how she has built this amazing house courtesy of this system. People are buying cars courtesy of what the money they're earning from the system. Look, there are things you cannot afford to do with money that you worked first to 30th of a month to get. Like there are things you just begin to see some things as unnecessary luxury. Now this Didinwala got this opportunity straight out of NYSC, and look, within a year she got herself a Range Rover. When some of her mates are still out there crying that 7 years after NYC they could not get a job. Now we also have our real estate program which you can join once you become a part of the system. For the 20 people that selected, you can join this. That means you have a target of getting a land, and we'll connect you with a real estate firm where you'll be mentored so that you don't go and get a wrong kind of property. We also have the car program. This is Grace Mizunke. This is basically she's a grandmother and she's doing this business. Last year, in the at the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic, when people were complaining of money, no money, she bought herself this car. This young man was a security man in one of our offices until one day he asked himself that is he just here to be opening door for people to succeed? Of course not. He was basically in the middle of a river and getting soap into his eyes. And he decided to do what? To take the bull by the horn. He got the opportunity, became a part of the system, plugged into the system, and then within a year things changed for him. Like you can see in the picture here, we have people getting cars. You can see courtesy of this a year or two. This last person that I just shown you here, this is Mr. Anthony Mose. This is my old schoolmates that connected me to this amazing opportunity, and I thank God for him because you can imagine I would just have been doing what I was doing and struggling with my finances if not that someone told me about it. There are some people that would probably never hear of this opportunity till they die because they did not have someone who told them about it. But if you have someone who tells you about it, then you are amazingly fortunate. That is simply people are qualifying for trips abroad. And I think at this point, I want to pause and let um, my mentor speak to us in your phone. He has been in this business for 6 years, like I said, but I would not like to say much about him. I think he has to be somewhere very shortly. So I would like him to talk to us briefly before we round up our presentation tonight. Hello, sir. Are you there?
Yeah, thank you so much, Mrs. Ruth. Thank you for that. I'm very, very happy to be here tonight. And like Mrs. Ruth rightly said, I'm the billionaire ambassador. So my name is Engineer Ofon Bokudum, and I'm happy to be your facilitator for tonight. So I'm very happy that none of us will come here and go back the same way. And I want to start by making talking a little about myself, especially those of us meeting me today for the first time. I'm an electrical engineer by profession who went to school like most of us went to school. And after the school, after my NYC school, I went for NYC. Then I decided to look for a job. I've actually looked for a job for 3 good years. I had no job. I was broke. I was poor. I was living in face my face here. At some point, I got frustrated. I decided to forget that I went to school. I dropped the certificate and I was on the street. Anywhere I see that building house, I will go and tell them, please, if you give me a chance to install, I've got electrical fittings, I can do that because I'm an electrical engineer. Sometimes I'll be given a chance and I was being paid 3,000 naira as a day job. You know, when you finish one project, getting another project is always difficult. So I decided to go and learn how to do liquid soap air freshener just to survive. Until June 2014, one of my friends came to me and said, Engineer, have you heard about the Shea Get Paid project? I said, no, I've not heard about it. He said, the project is for forward-thinking, serious business-minded individuals. That the company will provide you information on your text message, on your WhatsApp. Your job is to share. Whoever get the slot, the company pay you money, and the money comes in every day into your account. I had about every day. I was so much interested. I told my friend, I'm not making money. I'm broke. I'm poor. I'm living in face and I face you. Like, how much will the company pay me every day if I do the business? He said like 10,000 naira every day, 20,000 every day, 50,000 every day, 100,000 naira every day. I carry my two hands on my head and I shouted, I doubted the business. For 8 good months, I was a big Thomas. I did not believe the business for 8 months, from June 2014 to February 2015. Do you know why I believe the business? Because that my friend that told me about the business bought a Toyota Corolla. He drove the Corolla to my house, knocked on my face, so I came out. Of course, he showed me the car. I'm a Nigerian man. Every Nigerian man love to see results. We love to say that result cancel insult. And seeing is believing. When I saw that result, I was moved. I was motivated to ask him, please, that on a business meeting, are we still having it? He said yes. As I can I tell one with you today, he said yes. He drove me to the business presentation arena. After the business presentation, just like I'm about to do tonight, I also got my slot, draw my account number. A few days later, I was doing the business. This company pays me, of course, from that day to today, I get paid every day of my life, except Saturday, Sunday, or public holiday. So far, so good. I'm 5 years in the company. This year makes me 6 years. These 5 years doing the business, I've earned over 600 million naira, like Mrs. Wu rightly said. I've been to more than 10 countries in the world, free of charge, all expense paid trip by the company. The company, the white Mercedes Benz you see on the screen, is my fifth car I got 3 years ago, 18 million naira. This year, I'm getting my sixth car and the budget is 35 million naira. Somebody telling me, oh, 35 million naira is too much for a car. I said, nah, it's not too much. There are cars like Lamborghini, Ferrari, Maserati that goes for over 100 million naira. So, and looking at this, the company give us unlimited free products and the company give us free international trips. Now look at me, the first time I ever travel outside country, this company took me to Dubai. My very first in Dubai, I folded my hand, look at skyscraper. I told myself poverty is bad. I told myself money is good. And the company took me to Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Manila, all expense paid trip, 2016 out of 120 Nigerian delegates. The following year, okay, I forgot to tell us. I'm a proud father of two children. I'm married to a beautiful, lovely lady. And look at my beautiful wife here. And look at me here. The company gave us all expense paid. Mama in Nepal, 2017. We traveled out of 125 Nigerian delegates. Look at my mentor here. Look at my wife. Look at me. Look at my Mama in Nepal. Look at now my mentor, or my billionaire mentor. That was 2017. 2018, I intentionally, practically trained and mentored 19 people. They became multi-millionaire. The company offered us all expense paid trip out of 120. It's Nigerian delegates. The following year was 2019. I intentionally trained and mentored 28 people. The company gave us all this and one more time. You're asking me often, how many years have you been in the I'm 5 years in the business. The company is 15 years in the world. And then 9 years in Nigeria. I am 5 years in the business. Okay, I was being mentored and trained to be a multi-millionaire. Now, I am now the one mentoring and training other people to become multi-millionaire. You have to be part of the millionaire school. And looking at this, last year before lockdown, I took some people to Dubai. We got a yacht cruise and have our fun. Oga, poor men don't go on vacation. Poor man vacation na village. Nah, where they go? They go village. You know why? Because they don't understand that traveling is part of education. By September, we are traveling either to Las Vegas, Bahamas, Maldives, or Seychelles. You are interested, go to the chat box and type two, type two, type two, type two. And look at this. We just hold one of the biggest events in New York at E3 Event Center. We invited Kano and call other dignitaries, Loretta from Germany and all over the world. They were in New York. And look at the achievement and award. For the past 15 years, the company have created over 30,000 self-made multimillionaires. And of course, the company started in March 2006. We are right now in over 100 countries in the world. We don't hold conventions in halls, but in stadium. The face I saw this, I did not believe myself until when I leave Nigeria. 120 Nigerian delegate, look at me standing there. I came back to Nigeria. I was in Lagos office when I saw Francis Juru getting his own slot. Shegun Arinze, popular Nollywood actor. And Kanu Wanko is a brand ambassador of our company. He's brother of Bonna, Ms. Nnamdi Achiku, and the wife. Look at the board of directors of our partners company. We are into training and mentoring. We actually train and mentor people to become multi-millionaires. I was being trained and mentored to be a millionaire, and now I'm training and mentoring others to be a millionaire. And this is what we do for a living. So now the good news is that the company says if you do the business, company pays you money and the money comes in every day. Why is the company paying us every day? Because you are doing the business. I mean, if you don't do the business, company will not pay us. That's the truth about life, because there is no free money even in Freetown. Oga person will not plant cassava stick, go harvest cassava, and achieve be that. So you must do something to earn something. There is no free money even in Freetown. Now, looking at this, that means that if you're always sharing information on your text and your WhatsApp, customers are getting their score. You get paid every day of your life. And the company pays me every day. For the past 5 to 6 years now, I've earned over 600 million naira. And I'm happy to let you know I don't like showing people my alert because it's my personal life, it's my private life. But tonight, I would like to show us my alert because every Nigerian man wants to see result. We like to say that result cancel insult. And seeing is believing. I cannot share my recent alert because my recent alert is big alert, plenty, plenty money. It's my personal life, it's my private life. But tonight, I want to show you last year alert during lockdown. Because company pays me every day, even when they lock down. And for the past 3 years, I've never earned less than 100,000 in a day. So during lockdown, there was this month, company paid me the smallest amount of money last day. I want to share that with us this evening. And that month is the month of October. October 1st, 2020 was on a Thursday. Company paid me 182,000 naira. October 2nd was on a Friday. Company paid me 573,000 naira. Saturday and Sunday, banks did not work in Nigeria. Of course, Monday, 5th of October, company paid me 687,000. Tuesday, 6th of October, last year, 2020, company paid me 582,000 naira. On the Wednesday, 7th October, company paid over 300,000. On Wednesday, Thursday, 8th, 503,000. Friday night, over 390,000 naira. I can't even show my account balance. My account balance is a plenty, plenty money. That's why you see, I normally travel to Dubai. I buy hotel apartment, buy condominiums and all of that. That's where we go to invest our money. And when I come back to Nigeria, people are telling me, you know, from life is hard. Life is not hard. Life is sweet. Life is good. I was broke 4 years ago. I was living in Face Me, I Face You. And the fact that if I was still living there, I would not be successful because I would have been associating and eating with poor people. When I was broke, when I was living in Face Me, I Face You, I have big dreams, big goals. When I wake up in the morning, I will share my dreams with poor people. They will always discourage me. They will tell me, nobody in this company ever bought a car. Nobody ever traveled abroad. They discourage me. They kill my dreams for me. Poor people. See, two poor men cannot help themselves. Disassociate yourself from poor people because every poor man has what is called crab mentality. Let me tell you what crab mentality. You go and put one crab in a basket. Give the crab 5 minutes to come out of the basket. But put 2, 3, 4, 5 crab in a basket. Even though you keep them for 1 week, 10 weeks, one month, 20 years, they cannot come out of the basket. You know why? When one of the crab make effort to come out of the basket, they will bring him back to their level. When you're living among poor people, when you make effort to be successful, they will always bring you back to their level. That is why everybody should not be your friend in 2021. Anybody that is not adding value to your life is a liability. Disassociate from liability in your life. Your life become better. Anyone that is not adding value to your life is a big liability. Don't associate with them anymore. You would have gone far in life if not because of the rules of wrong association you are keeping. There's a law called the law of association. That law says that we are the average of 5 of our friends. That means that any day, anytime you want to become poor and broke, or you don't need fasting and prayer to be a poor man. All you need to do is to look for 5 poor men and make them your friend. You become the next 6 poor person in this life. Any day you want to become successful in life, associate with 5 successful, rich, and wealthy men. You become the next 6 rich person in this life. You know, I did not understand this until when I was tired of my poverty level. I have to gather all my compound people, tell them from today, we are not quarreling. Everybody should day their day, make I day my day. I practically, intentionally disassociated myself from every poor man. And once you're a poor man, I will not talk to you. Those days, I will just be going my way. I will look for rich people. Anywhere I see a rich man, I'll buy them wine. I tell them, don't give me money. Teach me that thing you know that make you become rich and wealthy. Tell me, how did you become rich and wealthy? It didn't take me 6 months to become super successful. Now, so look at me today. On the 12th of October last year, company paid me 685,000. On the 13th of October, company paid 367,000. On the 14th, 306,000. On the 15th, 2.1 million naira in one day. I want to ask a question. Am I qualified to mentor you to make 20,000 every day of your life? Yes, I'm qualified because you don't follow somebody that knows the way to Lagos. You follow somebody that knows the way to Lagos. Take people to Lagos. Take people to Lagos. That is why he knows the way. You don't take financial advice from poor people because they don't know how to make money. If they know how to make money, they will make the money and become successful. So you cannot take financial advice from poor. Don't share your dreams with poor people anymore from today henceforth. Now look at me today. Look at my 5th car. I got the car 18 million 3 years ago. Okay, this car gives me so much respect I don't deserve. Number one, this car doesn't use shock, it uses balloons. So you know Nigerian road have so many gallops and all of that. So when I drive this my Mercedes Benz and enter any gallop in Nigerian road, the feeling inside the car, you yourself go know. There's a difference between car and motor. They are not the same thing. Now looking at me moving to a 100 million naira mansion, of course, next month in the billionaire estate, where would I have gotten the money if I was still living in Face Me, I Face You? If all my friends were poor people, I would not be so rich and wealthy. So I have to disassociate from poor people so that I can become rich. If I want to help them, I can now go and help them. You can buy your dream car, you can live in your dream house, you can achieve your financial dreams and goals. If you get one business slot, the company says you can never earn money more than 210,000 naira in a day. You know why? Because if company pay you more than this amount of money in a day, the company will liquidate, the company will fold, the company will go bankrupt. So company says you can never earn more than 210,000 in a day. So you got one business slot, share the information. As customers are getting the slots, company pays 7,000, 7,000, 7,000. Any day you earn 210,000, the money must stop. Even if 1 million people get their slot, the money goes back to the company for that same day to the following day. And that was why I did not go for one slot. I went, I borrowed money from my uncle. I got 3 business slots because I was told that if I have 3 business slots, the following day I should draw. If I buy 3 business slots, I should drop my account number. The following day, bank will verify my account because we partner with banks in Nigeria. And the third working day, company will pay me 16,000 naira. And I was a Thomas already for 8 months. I have master's degree in Thomas. So I did not believe the business for 8 months. Now that I finally say yes, I needed results. So I have to borrow the money from my uncle, the most eldest man in my family, because I was broke, I was poor, I was living in face my face you. And I got my 3 business slot, dropped my account number. The third working day, I received an alert 16,000 naira. I was still living in face my face when I got the alert. As a very poor, broke man, I grabbed my ATM card, ran to the next ATM machine, put the ATM card, put my PIN, 16,000 naira came out. I collected the money, counted it to be sure it's complete. Now I'm making money. I began to ask myself question: why is it that every poor man that withdraw money from the ATM machine, they must count it to be sure it's complete? You know why? Because every poor man suspects everything in this life. Even the ATM machine to a poor man is a suspect. You see why? Anybody that you see that withdraw money from the ATM machine and start counting it, the person has trust issue. And now the company says you can earn up to 630,000 in a day, 4.4 million in a week, 18.9 million in a month. Okay, you know, this is how somebody can be poor in this life. And you just think that 18.9 million is a big money. It happened to me. I used to think that 18.9 million, I was making money. The day they showed me the business. Do you know who I am? I'm a graduate. I was making loss. A poor broke person living in face my face. I went to school. In my school, when person get 20%, we call them carryover. And I was forming that if this in this millionaire school, what you have 20%? Of course, would I be paid 3.8 million? They say yes. So far, so good. For the past 3 years, I've never earned less than 4 million naira. And not just that alone, I've practically mentored Vivian. In 8 days, she already made 500,000 naira. I've mentored Lydia Toby. In just 3 weeks, she already made 1 million naira. Ebenezer 20 has made 1.8 million. Malorita Onukulu make 1.9 million in 42 days. My name is Ofon Bokubokudom. I was being mentored in 1 month to earn 1.8 million. That wasn't the plan. The plan was for me to earn 1.7 million in 2 months. But in my first 1 month, I earned 1.8 million. Do you know why? Ask me how. Because every information they gave to me to share, they will say, share this one to 20 contacts. Me, I will share to 40 or 60 people. I will do at times 2 times 3. So in my first 1 month, I was still living in face my face you. When I got the alert, 1.8 million, the money was in the bank. I was in my face you receiving alert. I could not sleep throughout the night. That was the night I knew that this amount of money you give to a poor man, he will not be able to sleep again at night, because this was the first time I saw 1.8 million in my account. Okay, if you get 7 business slots, you can earn up to 1.4 million naira in a day. Mr. Nnamdi Yachuku and HOF and 7.4 million in 3 weeks. Mr. Nnamdi Yachuku HOF relocated from Nigeria to US. Mr. Nnamdi Yachuku lives at Atlanta, Georgia. Each time we talk on phone, he keeps telling me in Jonathan, what I still do in Nigeria. Nigeria is a village. There's no constant light. There's no good road in Nigeria. And I'm thinking of joining him to US because the way the country is going right now, I don't understand Nigeria again. My 5th car, my life has changed. I'm a multi-millionaire. I've mentored Engineer Renze, today is successful. Akitetuko, I've mentored him, become successful. Engineer Didi, Mr. Kesen Korok has bought MDS for the father. Mr. Tubong Sam, Engineer Franklin, Mr. Edith Philip. These are people I practically mentor and train to buy their car, buy land, Babati, build houses, travel around the world. Mr. Edith Philip, Mr. Emmanuel Emiku to Don Sodobodom, Mr. Anthony Wose, a lot of people all over the world. Mrs. Nyenime Paul, of course, she has bought Toyota Matrix, Toyota Venza, Mama Chuku Somuzo Chuku, and looking at them, Mrs. Hannah Kondo, and so many people have trained and mentored to become successful. Let me round up my program by asking you a question. How big is your dream? How close are you to achieving your dream? You have a big dreams of giving your children good education. Say yes tonight. You have a big dreams of giving your children family vacation. Say yes tonight. You have a big dream of having your own home. You are tired of paying rent. You want to be your own boss. You want to work from home. You need an extra source of income. Of course, you need financial freedom. You want to make a difference in people's life. 6 million children die of starvation every year. That is why we are launching our foundation by December.
Okay, sorry that had to end the way it did. There was a little network issue, and Engineer Fon also told me he was about to land, so he had to end it there. Okay, so we move right ahead. I would like us to also hear from a couple other persons. We hear from about 3 persons, then we call it a wrap, and I give out my offer and select just 20 persons whom I'm going to work with. First of all, um, we'll be hearing from Engineer Chidi. I'll let him introduce himself. We'll also hear from Lola. We'll also hear from Polly. So at this point, I'll just let them take over from here so that we can hear from them as well. Thank you.
I used to work for government. You know, you agree with me that one of the prayer points of a young person Every young Nigerian, especially when you are done with school, you can see that picture. That was me. That was me some years ago. The prayer point of every Nigerian, especially the young ones after school, is God, please give me a job. And when you want to give me a job, don't give me a local government job. Don't give me state government. We want federal government job. So we started praying for federal government job. God, give me federal government job. Give me federal government job. I don't want to be jobless. I don't want to be moving from office to office submitting CV. And so I got a job. Of course, you can see the name of the office I was employed. I was given a job in National Orientation Agency. Some of you know it's a federal government agency. I was posted to Ebonyi State. That's why I started working for the first time in my life for government. I started working there. Salary was manageable, but with time I discovered that, of course, when you don't have a job, the first salary you receive is always manageable. Am I correct? The first 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months salary you receive is always manageable. You can manage, you can cope with it. But guess what? After 1 year of working for government, the salary was never enough. After 2 years, I discovered that I was actually in a prison. After 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, ladies and gentlemen, I worked in this office for 11 years. My highest salary in a month was just 58,000 naira. How do you expect a young person like me to survive with 58,000 naira every month? I couldn't manage with 58,000 naira. I was always living behind my bills. I was always borrowing money. Cooperative was my friend. When I was working for government, cooperative was my best friend because that's where we go to borrow money. How many of you relate with me? We borrow money. Before the salary is paid, I'm angry. After the salary is paid, I'm still angry. Okay, I spend my salary before it's paid. Once it's paid, I begin to pay back those I borrowed money from. That continued for 11 years. I don't know if you can relate with me, but that's where I was. And I knew that if I don't do something now, if I don't do something different, my life was not going to change. If I don't do something now, my life was not going to change. I wanted to get married, but how do I take somebody's daughter, put her in my house, and we're struggling with 58,000? It's not even enough for me. I couldn't even help anybody. They call you from different places. Your friends call you. Your people from different. Your family call you and say, Chidi, you are working. We learned that you are working. You are working in federal government. Please, so help us with 5,000. I couldn't help anybody. My salary is called take home. How many of you know? Salary is called take home, but my own could not take me home. My salary cannot take me home. So I borrow money from cooperative. I have a degree in borrowing. Okay, I'm an expert in borrowing money to survive. And that's how I continue for 11 years. You don't understand. I said I wanted more for myself. I watched my father work for many years and died. My father died as a poor person in government. The moment he died, that was the end of it for us. We had to struggle to survive. I've seen so many people working in government trying to survive. I said, me, I don't want to end up like this. I had worked for 11 years. Thank God for the opportunity to work for government for 11 years. But I don't want to, because if I continue like that, I might end up like my father. And one day, a friend called me and said, Chidi, how are you doing? I was so open-minded. And that's why sometimes it's always good to open your mouth to ask for help when you need help, especially from good friends. And I embraced this project. Guess what? I was still an employee receiving 58,000 every month. This project started helping me to change my finance. At first, it was 167,000 naira I was earning an extra income from this project. That's extra 167,000 naira a month apart from my salary of 58. I know you are listening to me. You might be thinking 167,000 naira is small money for you, but you don't understand. Coming from where I'm coming from, 167,000 naira extra apart from my salary is big money. So I know I don't know where you are. I don't know whether you're a multi-millionaire listening to me right now, but where I'm coming from, 167,000 naira apart from my salary was heaven on earth for me. And that's what happened to me just through this project. I was earning 167,000 a month apart from my salary of 58,000. It did not stop there. It grew to 290,000 naira a month. I'm telling you, it did not stop there. It grew to 709,000. I was still receiving 58,000, but I was already earning 709,000 naira by the side. By the side. It did not stop there. It entered 1.1 million naira some couple of years ago. 1.1 million naira as a civil servant. How many of you are civil servants? You can relate with me. Do you know what it means to be a civil servant? And you are seeing an extra 1.1 million naira a month apart from your salary? At this point, I was even earning more than my organs in the office. I was earning more than my organs in the office. And do you know what I did? This project gave me the opportunity to finally fire my boss. I retire from government. You can see my letter. I wrote them a letter 2 years ago that I was done and I was not going to come back. I was not going to come back to work here. I was not going to sit down here and every minute we're writing attendance. I'm rushing to the office to go and write attendance. Savicom. We're discussing nothing. We're not discussing. Do you know what we discuss in the office? How far with the new minimum wage? It's the minimum wage discussion we have in the office. When I have big dreams I want to achieve, this project helped me. The first time I traveled abroad was this project that took me outside the country, all expenses paid. I've been to different parts of the world, all expenses paid, and my lifestyle. So my life has changed through this project. I'm giving you my own testimony. My life has changed through this project, and not just what this project has done for me as a person. Through this project, I've been able to impact people positively, and that's why I'm so excited for you for joining this meeting. I believe strongly in my heart that because you are here, you can use information you're going to get this evening to be a blessing to other people's lives and even possibly be a blessing in your own life. Okay?
So thank you very much, Engineer Chidi, for that. You can see, look, wherever it is you are, you deserve more. And you deserve more. You're only going to get more when you go out to get more. You remain in that your office and you're not having a plan B for yourself. You're not seeking and that source of income. You will find yourself tied down for long. Now, what if you're trying to start a business but you can't even raise money for that purpose? Look, if you fall in this category, I want to see your comment in the chat box. Or maybe you have a small business. You've been trying to expand it, but it's not easy to expand without money. Look, I want us to hear from Lola because it was because of her business that she keyed into this opportunity. She latched on this project and she was able to make money for her business. I'm going to um, let us hear from her right away. Then we'll also hear from Mrs. Pauline. She's a full-time housewife, and courtesy of this project, she's able to earn some good money for herself and help in her family. We'll also hear from her. Thank you. Over to you, Lola.
All this apart, I'm a businesswoman. The reason why I connected to this platform was because I was searching for opportunities that can help me make money every day legitimately. Because I've seen my father work for so many years, with having nothing to show for. And after working for Nitel for so many years, Nitel collapsed and he had to come back home, and life was now very difficult for us. And one of the reasons why I connected was because I wanted to start this company called Amorfood Global, where we do supply of perishables, carrots, cabbage in bags and baskets. And to the glory of God, after some months of connecting to this platform, I was able to kickstart this company called Amorfood Global, where we do supply of perishables, carrots, cabbage in bags and baskets. And I've qualified for all access paid international trip. Life has just been good. That used to be my formal office before. But because I said yes to this amazing opportunity, I've moved from this office to a bigger office, a bigger empire, And I was also awarded as member of the Monthly Millionaire Circle. So that was me then when I was celebrated as when I encashed some of my money, those are just few of my alerts, gotten from this amazing opportunity. Even last year during COVID-19, I was still hitting more than $1 million every month, and life has been good. And during COVID-19, that was June 16, I gifted myself this beautiful car as a birthday present, And the only reason why that is possible because I said yes to this beautiful opportunity. Now, I'm also going to talk about a medical doctor, Dr. Mba Elijah. This man has been a medical doctor for 11 years. And, he didn't even have the money to register to the business. He went to look for the money. That same month, he connected. He made over 400,000 naira, and it was an opportunity to travel with us outside the country. Now, and she used to work for a car company where they were paying her about 70,000 naira. And guess what? They just woke up one day and slashed her salary from 70,000 naira to 50,000 naira. And she was angry. And luckily for her, she stumbled on this opportunity. 3 months after, she had about 594,000. And afterwards, she bought herself a first car, the red car by the left, bought herself the second car by the right, and she was celebrated as the top 5 highest earner in the whole of the northern region. And she has always dreamt of buying this car for herself. She gifted herself this beautiful car. That was 2019. Got her mom a car, got her father a car from the money she made from this business. And another person I'll talk about is Mr. Ifai Ozani. For those of you that said, wow, I have degrees, I have qualification. He has a PhD, MSc, MBA, all the where. Guess what? See where he was staying, an uncompleted building. How is somebody with all those certificates staying in an uncompleted building? It didn't make sense. But guess what? When he said yes to our platform, 6 months after, he made about 2.7 million naira, bought himself his first car, and qualified for all expert international trade.
When I talk about this business, people might think that I'm talking about a 2 month project, it will crash within a year. This company has been on for 15 years, and that is why I'm very happy. And I'm connecting you people to hear from people who have been in this business for 5 years, for 6 years, for 3 years, for 2 years, so that you can see the future of this particular business I'm talking about. This is not something, this business is here to stay. Look, the sooner you jump in, the better for you. So, right before I go ahead, some people, I was going to allow a few more persons talk, but some people are already saying in the chat room, how do they get started? How do they get started? How do they succeed in this business? So I'm quickly going to get to that immediately. So you succeed by getting started immediately. Then you join the DI School of Leadership for orientation. Now this is just about 1 hour on Zoom daily. You will be mentored. You'll be trained on how you can share this information with ease, on how you can run the ads on Facebook if that's the option you choose to go, or run it on Instagram. You will get the business tools and the materials, then you would submit your account number, and then you start sharing the information. It is very important that you are trained first before you start sharing the information. Initially, I was saying I was only going to work with 20 persons, but Engineer Ofon, whom will be following me to mentor you in this business, he has permitted me to increase the number up to 50, because we have about 500 persons connecting to this section on the different platforms. So he has already permitted us to go ahead and do what? Select 50. Now, how would I do this 50? Some people are thinking, okay, I don't know you from anywhere. So even if I know you from somewhere, I'm not just going to work with you because I know you. I'm working with those who are ready to succeed. So I'm going to be giving this special offer to those 50 persons who will be selected today. You're getting a personalized DTC, which you use to run and manage the business. You're getting a package of free sample products from the company for your use. Like I said earlier, you get access to 6 months elite mentorship across the business, entrepreneurship. You also get access to our Facebook marketing training. That training alone is worth over 300,000, I think about 400,000. You get access to our entrepreneurial kit, what no one is telling you about your ads and what you're not and why you're not converting. You get access to another course. We have 5 mistakes entrepreneurs make that kills the business before they get started. You get access to all of these. Normally all these are paid for. You can see the value on your screen, but for the first 50 people that sign up right now, the first 50 persons, you'll be getting all of these for free. The only thing you're paying for is your package. You're basically plugging into this company with that 45,000. If you're going for one business slot, you're either the 45,000, the 90,000 if you're going for two, 135 if you're going for three. Whichever right now, whichever one you're going for, that is the only thing you're paying for. You're getting access to the rest for free, just for those 50 persons that are going to be selected today. And how are we going to select it? You're going to select yourselves, because I do not want to select anybody. I don't even know, out of over 500 persons here, how do I even begin to select? So what we are going to do is the first 50 persons, as soon as it's up to 50, I will deactivate that offer button. There's an offer button in the chat room now. Click on it right away. Now, for those of you that also taking on this thing, that taking over, that cashing in on this opportunity, I have a 90 days challenge for you. I want to show you how you can make 1.8 million naira in the next 90 days. Are you together with me? Are you up for it? I like challenges. When I saw this challenge, when I came in, I wanted to jump in. Now let me show you how this challenge works. This challenge, we're simply going to be talking of the matching bonus. Let's assume you're not the one directly connecting this person. So it simply works this way. In your first 2 weeks, using our tools, using everything we provide for you, the webinar, the 24 online, 4-hour online presentation, the trainings, the tools, invitation tools, ads, whichever one you use, we're able to connect 2 persons directly under you. You get a matching bonus of 7,000. Now let us also work with you and work with these 2 persons to also do the same thing, and they connect 2 persons each. Now they will also earn 7,000. You have earned another 14,000. That is week 2. In week 3, now the target is everybody that connects, you connect to people within a week. And you just watch how it goes. You are not the only one earning. Every single of these persons are also going to be earning. But let everybody that connect to people in a week. And it continues to go down. You see, week 3 you earn 28, week 4 you earn 56, week 5 you earn 112, week 6 224, week 7 448,000. And you see that by week 8 you should have earned a total for all the weeks. You should have earned a total of 1.78 million naira. Now, we call it a 90 days challenge because we want to assume some people do not even do this in a week. Maybe it takes some people more than a week, it takes them 2 weeks. So that is why 8 weeks should normally be 2 months, but we are calling it the 90 days challenge. And let this 90 days challenge, let it start from the week immediately you complete your first week of training. And let this 1 week start counting. And let us see how you achieve this in the next 90 days. Now, is this possible? Of course, it is very possible. You simply have to share the invitation links, invite your friends to any of our offices for coffee, use our online surveys, use our digital marketing ads online, whichever one you use. So activate this program. Once you activate this program for yourself, if you make 1.7 million in the next 90 days, what are you going to use it to do? I'm sure you'll be able to enlarge your business. I'm sure you'll be able to pay off your debts. Now, let's assume you don't even make 1.7 million. Let's even assume you encounter, let's say, 30% failure. So you're only 70% successful and you make 1 million naira in 90 days. Can you begin to picture this thing? Now, because I'm not even going to permit anybody less than a 50% success rate. So let's even assume that you only make 896,000 using this project. Are you up for this challenge? What are you waiting for? Hit that button right in the chat room. Hit that button, hit that offer button, and take this offer right away. The offer is just for a limited time. Immediately, I'm already seeing some people's um notifications here. Some people are already making payments. Once you make payments, I will respond you. Nobody should call any of my numbers. I'm using it to verify payments and to respond to you right away. So these are the registration slots on the screen. You take one slot, 45,000 naira approximately. And after being mentored for the next 1 year, you should be able to get a potential daily earning of 210,000 naira. Potential daily earning. Let's even assume you can only get 21,000 naira every day for the rest of your life after doing this thing for 1 year. Or let's say 3 business loans and you get an instant cashback of 16,000 naira. Immediately your registration is done, you get an instant cashback of 16,000 naira. And after building this business together with you for the next 1 year, and you are able to achieve a potential daily pay of 630,000, let's even say a 10% success rate, and you can earn 63,000 for the rest of your life, is it going to make a difference? Definitely. Now let's even talk about the 7 slots. You get 7 business slots. You're getting at 315,000. You get an instant cashback of 62,000 naira. And we build this business together for the next 1 year, and you have a daily pay, potential daily pay of 1.4 million. Let's even assume this is not successful and you achieve 140,000 naira daily. Look, this I'm not talking about the 15 slots. I don't want any of you to go on the 15 slots right now. These are for people who want to come in mega. If you have the money, you can go for it. But for now, I'm focusing on those that can do either of the first 3 packages. In case you cannot see the offer button there, transfer the amount for your preferred package to the account on the screen, and then send an evidence of payment to my number. Send it to me on 081 4709 7013. Send it on WhatsApp. Nobody should call, please. Nobody should call, please, so that I can monitor all the payment. As soon as it's 50 exactly, I will shut this offer down. So we are taking exactly 50%. I think we have 11 so far. Okay, someone is asking in the chat room that you cannot make a transfer. If you cannot make a transfer, what do we do now? Okay, you send a text message to this same number 081470. A text message, don't send a WhatsApp message, please. Send a text message, explain that you are going to the bank by this time to make the payment so that I reserve you a slot. As soon as we have 50% complete, I will shut down the offer. You can take a screenshot because I would like us to still hear from Mrs. Pauline before I call it a wrap. You can take a screenshot and go ahead and make your payments while we are rounding up just about now. But take note, you will always miss out on every good opportunity that you did not give a try. And you learn how to do business by doing the business under mentorship. I am going to mentor you. Engineer Fund is also going to be available. It has 8 a.m. 2 p.m. sessions on Zoom every day, mentoring you. So as soon as you're taking up this offer right now, you have to join us tomorrow morning by 8 a.m. for the first session. Look, because business is to be taken by the horns. You don't start a business and start it lying down. Make your payment, take this offer right now. I'm also going to take a couple of questions. Somebody's in the chat room, somebody is saying, okay, can I register for my daughter? Of course, you can register for your child. You can register for your child, but until the child comes of age, you should be able to run and manage the business for the child before you hand it over to that child. Somebody is asking, okay, if you're not going to have the time, I don't know how much time is it going to take you to send a text message or to upload a WhatsApp status. I don't know what you mean by you. What if you don't have the time? But let me assume, is it that you're not going to have the time for the trainings, or you're not going to have the time to share the information? What exactly are you referring to? Please, I'll need that question to be very clear. But let's assume that you are a loner. You don't even have friends to share this information with. We have the online option, the online ads option. You can take advantage of that option. Run ads online. People are looking for opportunities online like this every day. Run such ads. But I think we have 15 payments now. We have 15 payments. I cannot call out the names, but once you send me the evidence of payments, I will respond you and let you know that it has been successful. Somebody's trying to call. Please do not call. You can send a text message or a WhatsApp message. Let's wrap this up shortly. So yes, let's wrap this up shortly. Any other questions? Any other questions? Somebody say it doesn't have complete payment. How do we do now? No. No. We the 50 persons are those who are completing their money, like they're making a complete payment and getting started immediately. I don't want to work with those that are not ready to get started. If you are ready to get started, anyway, let's see. You hold on. Let's see out. Talk to engineer often. Meanwhile, let me allow you hear from Madam Pauline. Okay, if you hear from Madam Pauline, then I will talk to engineer often, and I'll know what I can do for those of you who do not have the complete payment.
Good day, my people. I am Polly Patrick. I am a beneficiary of the Share It Get Paid project. I heard about this project from a friend and it sounded crazy. I mean, how do you get to share information and get paid? I share information to a lot of people on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, all of that, and no one pays me. And then I get to do the same thing here and I get paid. I got nothing to lose. So I bought a business lot and I joined the business. And in the last 5 months, this company has paid me over £500,000 in the last 5 months. Wow. Now, what are you waiting for? I was a full-time housewife, but now I have a big business that can help me to assist the family, to support in the family. You have nothing to lose. Rather, you have a lot to gain and benefit. Join our business and watch how your life transforms into a very beautiful one. Yes, we all deserve more. Yes, and with this business, trust me, we all can become more.
Okay, so now we have also heard from Miss Pauline. We are getting to the end of this presentation. I have about 20 something slots are gone already. Please keep the payments coming in. Those who are taking this offer, make sure you grab it. About some persons are still sending some questions which I would like to answer quickly. Somebody said, how do I connect people? I don't know if you probably missed out when I was explaining this thing, but I said don't try to convince anybody. That is not your job. There's already a system in place. All you have to do is connect. You send somebody a text message, I found a way you could earn some extra source of income. Are you interested? There's a training ongoing, and the person says yes. You send the person link, the person joins us online. It is that simple. It's as simple as sending text message. It's as simple as making calls. After all, if really you found a place where people are going to pack money, you will call your friends, won't you? So it's the same thing. You have found a way to earn money. You also call them to earn with you. You call them, you text them, you send them a WhatsApp message, you send them a Facebook message. That is how it works. That is simply don't convince anybody. Just talk about it and find how does it work? How can I be a part of it? Then you use the tools and connect the person. This training, we have it online 24 hours. So if I'm not the one, there is someone else taking this training. Once you have the link, you can connect the person at any time of the day. They can connect, they can find out about the business. There is no how people are not going to get connected, and you're going to make money. They will also make money, and we're all going to succeed together. Do you understand? It's that simple. Now, somebody said, What if I connect the two people and they don't connect anyone? Hello, those two people that you connected, why do you think they connected? They connected because they want to make money. Does anybody tell you he or she will put 45,000 or 135,000 in a business and he will not do what it takes to earn? Now, once you have connected, our business is to make sure those two people, they also earn the same way you have earned. In as much as they're interested in earning, trust me, some of them will do this thing more seriously than you. Some of them will not want to stop. Yes, because anybody that has found a way to make money, trust me, they carry it and they run. I have one of such persons on my team already. It's practically, there are some people that they just see this opportunity, and when they compare it to what they've been doing, I have one guy like that on my team. He used to be a part of this, they call them waste management. They go with trucks, they pack dirt and they put in the truck. And lately, he said, this is simple. This is simple, and he quickly picked it. So there are many people out there looking for this opportunity. Don't joke with it. So once you do that, those two people, they also want to earn. They will connect people and everybody earns together. Now, someone said, okay, what if I don't have time for the training? The training schedule is very flexible. So every of our training session is recorded. So if for any reason you're not free at that time, ask for the link to the recording. You'll be able to access it later because it is important you are trained. Now, the trainings we have is not just on this business. We train people on investment. Because what this share get paid, what we realize over here is that there are people that will earn so much money and still remain broke because some people will squander this money if they are not taught how to invest it. So we have classes. You have money master class. You'll be taught how to invest this money. You'll be taught the right kind of things to look out for in investment, because it wouldn't make sense if you make all this money from this system and go and lose it to one Ponzi scheme out there. So you need to be trained on how to recognize legitimate investment. We could also connect you to stock trading, if you want to buy stocks, that's where you want to invest. You want to buy real estate, you are connected to those consultants and they teach you how to do this thing right. See, look, anything that you're going to earn money from and you're not going to learn anything, you're not going to invest any time or effort, forget it. It's a scam. Now, this is not a scam. So you're going to have to invest. Give it 1 hour, 2 hours daily. If you can give it 1 hour daily, you can succeed. But if you say you don't even have 1 hour, I don't know how to help you. You don't have 1 hour to spend a day to work out this business. Look, you're spending hours at a job that has no security. So bring out 1 hour from your spare time, 1 hour from your free time, 1 hour from your extra time. It could be your weekend. You invest 5 hours of your weekend into it. Trust me, you will succeed. So I think I've addressed most of the major questions. So I said, okay, for those who say they only have part payment, the screenshots. I'm going to flash the account number on the screen again. Make a screenshot and make the part payment right away. We are going to be reserving 10 slots for such persons, just 10 slots for them, but you have the end of the week to balance up, so you can make your part payment and still send me the evidence of payment. You cannot pay less than 5,000 naira, please, and it is just for you to secure that slot. You cannot pay less than 5,000 naira. If you say you don't have part payment, you don't have full payment, I really don't know how I can help you. But we're going to reserve 10 spots for such person. As immediately you do it, send it to me. We are reserving 10 spots for such persons. I already have 32 spots for full payments gone. So basically we have like 8 spots left. If you're yet to be, just quickly grab on this opportunity. I'm very happy to have been your host right here. I hope you're following Entrepreneurs Hub on Facebook, because there's going to be so much. We would like to invite you to many other trainings that we have, but trust me, all the trainings will not make sense if you're not ready to activate it and work on it and make money. And the way to activate it and make money is the offer you have right now. Make sure you grab these remaining 8 slots now. Those of you making part payments, I want to start seeing your messages, please, so that we can, if it's not up to 10, I just quickly give it out to those making full payment. So I will just play us a short video. As soon as we have 50, I would come back here and we'll wrap this up.
The world is changing faster than ever. What used to take decades is now taking years or even months.
What you see right now is the illusion that people have had for many decades about the workplace being this secure place to work the rest of your life.
For the first time in the history of our nation, our children will not do as well as us.
We've seen our friends get laid off. We've been laid off. We've had our pay cut.
People are overworked and underpaid. They seem to have less time and less freedom. They live under constant pressure.
This is going to be forced. And so even if your employer loves you, they may have to cut you. There's something wrong
that on Monday morning, the heart attack rate increases by 35%. Technology is accelerating, job security is declining. It just doesn't seem like the old models of making a living are as reliable as they used to be.
Every aspect of our lives, there's a better way out there, but we're still doing it the old way.
We live in the greatest country on the planet, and there are a lot of people sitting around complaining and being cynical.
Like everyone's whining about this old model, and I'm like, why don't you leave it? Look at all this over here. Look at all this opportunity.
Since so much of our lives revolve around our work and the way we make our living, many people are thinking there just has to be a better way.
The biggest challenge facing our world today is not making money, is what are we going to do with all the displaced, unemployed people?
People are afraid that they're going to make the wrong decision. People are afraid of the unknown. People are afraid that maybe I don't have the skills.
Hey, sports fans, industrial age is over. It's dead. It's dying. That's why going to school to get a job is an obsolete idea. A steady paycheck is an industrial age idea.
Okay, I really want to thank all of you that have stayed on to this point. Thank you. We have our 50 spots completely booked. A round of applause to us. Look, it means we are action takers. For those of you that have subscribed for it now, they are plugged into the system. We're having our first meeting tomorrow. Okay? And your training starts immediately, your earning starts immediately. You start making money for yourself. Okay, I'm very happy that you're here. I hope you have learned something. Even for those of you that did not sign up, I hope you have learned something seriously good for yourself, because trust me, opportunities like this to learn doesn't come all the time. Okay, and then for those who have stayed on to the end, I assured you there will be a package. So quickly send us a mail. Send a mail to entryhub, that's ENTREHUB at 2020@gmail.com. Send a mail to ENTREHUB2020@gmail.com. Just ask for your bonus package. We have a package for you. We have a free course, one of our entrepreneurial courses packed free for you, so that even in that business you're doing, you want to still make a headway, you can still get some information that will be very helpful to you. We also have some videos which you'll be finding really helpful. Okay, so I'm very happy. My name is Ruth Okwumbu. I hope you read my stories on our metrics. Okay, I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for staying with us till the end of this webinar. For those of you that have been selected, we'll see you in the training room.